Okay, we're gonna be playing a quite difficult game. I'd say this is on the Dark Souls level, not really for the faint of heart, but we are going to be playing Twitch or Terrorist, and in most cases these are the exact same thing, unfortunately. But shit, I think I could get 100%. I've seen a few people play this. All right, just get right into it. The Zionist attempts to transmit dangerous disease like AIDS through exports to Arab country. This is Twitch. No. Well, we lost our 100% streak immediately. I actually didn't think this was well written enough, and I thought this was absurd enough to be Twitch. But this is Al Mana Hezbollah TV. Okay. That's actually surprising. I'm not gonna lie. This one seems like people on Twitch use this word so fucking often. I was just like, this is Twitch, right? All right, next one. America deserved 9/11. We all know who this was. Hassan Pike. She's still on Twitch, by the way. Saw that one coming. Yep. That's so great, man. We definitely deserved it as you make your billions off of us. Amazing, amazing. Oh, man. You gotta love it. Let's just see.
America deserved 9/11.
Bro. Hold on.
I'm
There
saying
we
it.
go.
We fucking totally brought it on ourselves, dude. Holy shit. We did. We fucking did.
Just so you guys know, we took many of lives because of this, and deservedly so. That is just what happens. So say, well, they deserved it. It's like, yeah, I guess you could say that if you agree that all of those lives lost was worth an issue that they had nothing to deal with. You know, just fucking stupid, bro. I don't understand. He says this like we didn't go and completely exterminate thousands of people in our wake because of this. And it's something that never should have happened. He didn't have to suffer through it. He's Turkish. His opinion on this literally doesn't mean shit. I mean, his country can't even figure itself out. I don't understand why people from other countries, especially people who are about as privileged as you get as coming from money, feel the need to try to talk about suffering and say what suffering is deserved. The fuck you know. My dude has never struggled a day in his life. The worst he gets are mean comments online. Whoever stands by a just cause cannot possibly be called a terrorist. Cannot possibly be called a terrorist. For someone to advocate for a terrorist, this has to be an actual terrorist, right? Yeah, I'm like, for them to outwardly say it, nah. It wouldn't be Twitch. Twitch, they kind of try to at least somewhat dance around it sometimes. I felt like this was a terrorist. Yeah, Sarah Arafat. Arafat. I don't know this. I don't know. I don't have my terror dictionary at the moment, unfortunately. Okay, the evidence overwhelmingly shows America and Israel killing the weaker men, women and children in the Muslim world and elsewhere. This is a terrorist. I only know this one because when I saw people were doing this, this was one of the one or two answers I've seen. So a little bit of cheating, but I didn't know that was Osama. Some people's hero these days. Hassan would get along with him. I'm sure he'd host him on stream if he had the chance. Every day Israel is killing hundreds of people, burning babies, burning teenagers with American munitions. Ooh, is that Twitch or Terror? Twitch or Terror? Yikes, the overlap's actually kind of crazy. Terrorist? No, Hassan Piker, of course. Of course. Unlock me. Unlock. Unlock. 1 second. I'm trying to get my... This is my, thing. Unlock me. There we go. I guess I wasn't saying it loud enough. So this was Hassan. That is actually not surprising. It's just The overlap is insane. I don't think there's much of a difference in what their message is. Down with the Yehud. Down with the Yehud. I mean, that... terrorists. No. This is Sneeko, of course. I thought because it was a chant, it might... Oh my god, this is way harder than I thought it would be. Oh my god.
And Sneeko.
Alright, let's see.
Down with the Yehud! Down with the Yehud!
And they've just unbanned Fresh and Fit this week. These are two of the most prolific Jew-hating...
Yeah. It's funny because, like, Sneeko can't even figure out that it's wrong to approach it, interact sexually with people who aren't of a certain age. He can't even figure that out. He wants us to determine the age in which you can assault someone. He wants that to not be assault if they determine you're mature enough, basically, which is insane to me. Very strange, you know? 15? It's on the clocks, baby. It's on the clock now. It's weird, man. The creation and continuation of Israel is one of the greatest crimes. This has to be Twitch, bro. Oh my god. I'm terrible at this. I didn't think this was complex enough to be like a terrorist quote, to be honest with you. The creation and continuation of Israel is one of the greatest crimes. This really does sound like it would be something said today by like Hassan, Sneeko, you know, Frogan, these sorts. But that's Osama. So they're living up pretty well to his legacy. I hope they're proud. First it was Gaza, then it was Lebanon. Next it's the rest of the world. They own America, they own Europe, they control information, porn, Hollywood, banking, your favorite celebrity CEO. Israel's just getting started. Resist. It's Twitch. Figured. Sneeko was unbanned from Twitch. With this up, they were permanently banned a few days later. First it was God, then it was Lebanon, next the rest of the world. Yeah. Who is they? Like, this is so strange, bro. How many of you, for one, there's not that many Jews in the world. There's really not. This whole sort of like Jew fear-mongering is literally what Hitler did. And these guys are doing the exact same thing. They literally took his homework and said, cannot copy. And they're doing a terrible job at hiding it. They're a very small part of the population. Israel itself does not control the US. There are a lot of really intelligent Jewish people. There's a lot of intelligent Jews. That's just how it is. But to make this claim that Israel controls the US, Israel wasn't even around. It wasn't even a fucking thought when the US came about. During the rise of the US, it wasn't even a thought. We were already a superpower. So this whole idea that Israel is the shadow monarch of the US just makes no fucking sense. Just historically, our ambitions and what we've decided to do over time. Israel was controlling us during World War II when it didn't even fucking exist. Like, I don't understand this whole concept. They control everything. It's like, I really doubt their country controls everything. We do have a lot of intelligent Jewish people who have contributed to our society. Fucking Einstein's a famous one, right? But this idea that they control us because we are allies with them. What about Poland? When all of that stuff with Ukraine was popping off, U.S. troops immediately went to Poland. What about that? What about what about the hundreds of billions of dollars we were sending to Ukraine ever since this Russia stuff started off? Are they controlling all of the U.S.? This idea that if we give somebody money, that they control our government is so stupid. And the reason they don't care about Ukraine is because it's not as easy to get fucking clicks and likes because Ukrainians are seen as white and they just don't care about them. That's just the harsh truth. It's this weird like favoritism that these people play, and it's fucking annoying. It's like, so Ukraine controls the US now because we sent probably just as much, if not more money to them. So what are we talking about? U.S. troops aren't really fighting and dying over in either of these places like that at all. So I don't understand what the point is of their accusations. The execution that we will carry out on all Zionists. Photo of a man. This has to be a terrorist, bro. If that was Twitch, I was gonna say, what the fuck? I was gonna say, how the hell? as much as I talk about Twitch, I don't think that would fly. Like I think that's like national security. I think the U.S. government would get involved. Terrorist was unbanned and streaming on Twitch. He's now, holy fuck. How the fuck he get unbanned? That's the question. Photo of a man dead on bike is crazy. He got unbanned. That's wild. Luffy lore. Stop calling them globalists, elitists, Frankists, Sabotinists, communists, deep state Zionists, oligarchics, Rothschild, bankers, just say Jews. Globalists, elitists, Frankists, communists. Is this Twitch? Yeah. I was like, these are a lot of terms that I just didn't think terrorists would even take the time to use. Definitely sounded like some Twitch shit. Yeah, he's permanently banned eventually. Everybody knows that. Stop calling them globalists, elitists, Frankists. Just say Jews. It's fucking wild, bro. You think all Jews are these things? You think they're just elitists? Oh god, no. Did not pull that up. That's interesting. I'm not surprised. The homie can't even deal with the fact he's black. Bloodthirsty violet pig dog. I want to say terrorist, but maybe Twitch. It's so beautifully spoken. No, it's Hassan, of course. I figured. Damn it, I should have went with my fucking gut instinct. Bloodthirsty violet pig dog. What did he say this about?
The Israeli state was just like peacefully coexisting, and then these guys came in with fucking gliders out of nowhere.
Do you think there's Palestinians were just peacefully coexisting, and Israel came out of nowhere and decided to blow up about half of Gaza, at least population-wise? But the population count is really like so. We are getting very conflicting information from a group of people who are using their people as shields. And I remember when one hospital blew up, they tried to say it was like 100,000 people, which is just like, what? How? How the fuck did that happen? How many people could fit in this building? Like this, it was just like absurd numbers, and it's just bullshit. But not surprising.
Don't say fuck off, dude. They didn't deserve it, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. I say the Palestinians that took part in this. Like what? They didn't deserve it. It's like, oh well, they got it. This is what happens when you start wars. You can't finish. The resistance is so grand, beautiful, and captivating that its attractions have penetrated even into the universities of the U.S., to the cities of France, England, Germany. It has to be terrorists. He's 100% right, though. That's the scariest part about this. I wouldn't say that it's because it's grand or beautiful. I'd say it's captivating. It has definitely gotten a lot of morons to follow this sort of rhetoric. And the crazy thing is, like, none of these people who support this would ever fight for any of these countries. They're not fighters, they're cowards. That's what makes it super interesting. If a war were to break out, they'd be the first ones to hide. They could never fight for their ideals because their ideals aren't right. I don't even think they believe they're right. I think they just say shit to try to be contrarian to like what's obviously facts and what's obviously true in terms of human morality. It's my opinion. Okay. Palestine is Arab. It must be liberated from the river to the sea, and all the Zionists who immigrate to the land of Palestine must leave. I feel like a terrorist would say the word leave. I'm gonna go with Twitch. Oh no, it was a terrorist. Okay. Saddam Hussein. Oh god. Well, that was very nice of him to say leave. I honestly didn't think they would use leave. I thought they would just say, you know, kill. It's been their MO. So long as there is imperialism in the world, a permanent peace is impossible. Twitch. Fuck. I thought that was Hassan, I'll be honest. Hassan Nasrallah. Interesting. Again, I don't really... Obviously, I know who Saddam Hussein is. I know who Osama is. Don't know who this is. I'm just, like, not caught up with the names of these people. I don't even think their names matter. I think you just need to exterminate people who just think like this in totality. and it's like a roach. Like you let one escape, bro, they just like multiply. That's really what it is with people who believe in terror. I think the only way to fight them is fear. Like, absolutely make them fear us. The U.S. is a dominating force, and I think that's good. I think us and our allies should absolutely pounce on people like this and completely obliterate them and everyone who associates with them on a moral level, and make them just vanish from this planet, because it's just a better place without them. It's just how it is, bro. Israel has been bloodthirsty and acting bloodthirsty forever. Twitch. I just figured because it was so fucking basic and like stupid. Has been bloodthirsty and acting bloodthirsty forever. Well, you're in the middle of like a bunch of countries trying to like literally exterminate you. You're gonna bloodthirsty. I don't think is the term to use. It's more like war torn, maybe the war torn nation. A fucking place trying to exist and defending itself. My philosophy is that every single country has the right, absolute right to defend themselves. How they decide to do that, I won't judge even that hard. If you decide that you want to go to war with the entire planet, I think that is 100% your right. I actually think that's Gaza's right. I think they are 100% in their rights to defend themselves however they want. However, that also means the other places have the right to defend themselves however they want. So either we all, in the words of George Carlin, you either have complete freedom or no freedom at all, right? Like either we can all do what the fuck we want or nobody can. And I lean towards we should act as we wish. Like, feel free, you can do whatever the fuck you want, just know there will be consequences, because other people have their own freedom to act as they wish. You're free to go out and start stealing, but don't complain when you get arrested and thrown in jail for for multiple years of your life. Like, this is just how it works. I don't understand this like shock and surprise when other nations that attack a nation get attacked back. That's why this whole October 7th thing was always really stupid to me. It's like, okay, let's say they were being treated unfairly, right? Which I've heard arguments for this. I don't care at this point. It doesn't really matter what was happening, right? But let's say you were. So you could either advocate through years of protesting and doing all this stuff to sort of get equality. It's possible. The U.S. did it. I mean, you see my skin color. We didn't all have the same rights. And guess what? Today, I have the exact same right as any person in my country. This is possible. The world, all around the world, we have examples of this happening. We know it's possible. You can do this, or you can try to do the morally apprehensible way and really like deranged, stupid way and try to be a force that significantly outpowers you. I want you guys to think about it this way. Black people are like, what, 12 to 14% of the U.S.? Imagine if we went to war with the rest of the U.S. Do you know how fucking stupid of an idea that would be? Like, actually, do you think we would win that? Do you think we would have won that? Like, this whole idea of we will use violence to get our freedom. That's cool and all. If you have any fucking chance of succeeding, this isn't the Revolutionary War. It's not hard to get to people. Like, this isn't, this isn't back then. It's just not. It's much easier to put down revolts if you really want to. And the way they went about it on October 7th was to kill citizens of my country. Biggest fucking mistake. Kill citizens of Germany, kill citizens of the UK, and kill a bunch of people from Israel. That was your plan. That was your plan. You want people to care about your struggles. Oh, they looked at me a certain way. Oh, well, I wasn't allowed into this building. Well, guess what? You have no buildings now. So what was the point of that? Like, it was just stupid. And like, there was no scenario where Israel did anything else than what it's doing now. The US would do the same thing. The UK would do the same thing. I don't know who wouldn't retaliate in excess after you come and kill over 1,000 of my citizens or people from other countries who trusted us to protect them. That makes us look bad. Like, I don't know anyone else who would not retaliate like this. People who get their homes broken into sometimes retaliate like this. Like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? That's the craziest part about all of this. They act like Israel's so, like, fucking evil. There's discrimination does not equal you come in and kill a bunch of people from other countries that have nothing to do with the bullshit you're going through, and you don't get to walk away scot-free, especially when the people who did this attack are representative of your government. These are people you voted in. So when your country gets leveled, I have no sympathy. That's really how it is. Like, you're free to defend yourself however you want, but if you know you can't win, why would you do this? What did you think would happen? Like, genuinely, what was the alternative outcome? Because, like, just logically, if you don't even have to be a genius, you don't need to know anything about politics. I guarantee you can grab a fucking 15-year-old boy from any fucking school and ask him, hey, if we blow up a country, what do you expect them to do in response? You think they're gonna shake our hand and say, that was fun, we forgive you, or are they gonna retaliate? Just common fucking sense. I don't understand why this is even a topic. Ship, we bombed a ship. This has to be a terrorist, right? Luffy lore. Oh boy. Is this the dude that Hassan was fucking... I don't know if this is the dude, but I remember Hassan had a terrorist on his stream. Fucking pirate doing that shit. America deserves a million gamers. This has to be Twitch? Yeah. You're from Turkey trying to tell us about, like, morality. You got... Let me tell you something, bro. Whatever. Just look up Turkey yourself, you guys. Let me know if that's a perfect country. This guy doesn't know shit about morale. This is why I say, like, all these people want to try to tell the U.S. what it deserves and how to fix it. But none of these people come from actual, like, functioning countries. Like, literally none of them. None of them come from actual, like, countries that contribute shit to the world. They don't come from countries that are stable. They always come from dog shit. I'm sorry, Turkish people, but if you gotta talk shit about the U.S., you gotta let us come. They always come from dog shit places who have zero influence outside of their tiny ass borders that literally, if they disappeared tomorrow, nothing would change about the planet. Literally nothing. Quite literally nothing. How about you fix your own country before explaining to us how ours should run, what we deserve, talking about all these social... Why don't you guys become this socialist fucking haven that you think can exist? Why don't you push that for your own country? Why is it always the U.S. you guys are focused on? It's super weird. It's almost like that's where all their money comes from. The Israeli government cares more about bloody imperial ambition and conquest than they do about the livelihoods and their lives of their own citizens. It's funny because, like, Palestine is the one who attacked. The Hamas attacked Israel and literally completely destroyed the livelihoods of their own citizens. Completely. Some of this stupid had to be fucking Hassan. Of course. I knew it's fucking Twitch, bro. It's kind of ironic that you say this. Oh, they can't do this about their livelihood. I guarantee people in Israel have better livelihoods than most of the places attacking them. That's the crazy part. That's really the crazy part. So what are you talking about sacrifice? What do you know about sacrifice? Clearly nothing. America deserved 9/11. I cannot. It's Twitch, yeah. Hassan. America deserved 9/11. It's like, yeah, okay, bro. You say that. Let a country try it again. Watch what happens. Like, it's funny because part of our, like, rules of engagement and just the way the U.S. works, right? Because military makes so much fucking money. We can wipe out these countries like a week. Like, I guarantee we could have been done with Afghanistan if we just decided to, like, flat earth everything over there, you know? Like, just level. We can. We have the equipment, and this isn't me just talking out of my ass. You can literally, all of our equipment is, well, not all of it, but, like, the vast majority is public information. Our air superiority is so fucking ridiculous. Like, it is actually unreal when you look at it. It is insane what we have. We could literally level nations overnight. The reason we don't is because the longer we're there, the more money gets fucking stolen from the American people. That is the only thing stopping us. So all of these, all it takes is one person, like Donald Trump, for example, let an attack happen while he's president. Or anyone like him who are hyper aggressive when it comes to world politics. I guarantee you would take this back. You could say we deserve this, but I promise you don't want other countries to try. I fucking promise you that. Like, it's this idea that Even the wars we lose, right? Like they say we lost Vietnam. Look at the death counts. Look at the absolute destruction our country can cause when it wants. I wouldn't call what they went through a win. I guarantee the people who lived there did not feel like it was a win, right? It's like, well, yay, they stopped. Half of our population's gone. Ooh, ooh, what did they lose? Really fucking nothing. We lost a couple $1 million in equipment. Like, and we lost, unfortunately, soldiers. But in terms of the grand scheme of things, that didn't make a dent in our population like it did for them. Like, it's just such a dumb mindset. And this causes nations to get these dumb ideas to attack places that they cannot beat. You cannot beat us. Like, you just can't. Why would you put this in people's heads? Like, this is just not possible, bro. They deserved it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I did it. Now my entire country is gone. Like, you think that's smart? Oh, I thought it was fucking... I thought a bug. It was fucking lint or something. Oh my god. Peace cannot be unilateral. Terrorists. Knew it. This is too big of a word for Twitch. If they're Muslims, they call them terrorists. If they're white, they call them mentally ill. If they're Israel, call them our greatest eyes. Twitch. Sneeko, yeah. What a genius, bro. He's such an intellectual, man. The cuties fanatic, the cuties ambassador, the speaker for all young children. What a fucking Chad, man. What a fucking Chad. I tell you, freedom and human rights in America are doomed. The U.S. government will lead the American people and the West in general into an unbearable hell and a choking life. Depends on which side wins. I think Democrats' goal is that, actually. I mean, this kind of can be true. I mean, it depends on who wins what votes. I mean, it's democracy, right? The radicalization of young Western men is not just unavoidable, but inevitable. Young Western men? Yeah, I guess that makes sense as terrorists. Radicalization, we see it now. I mean, I don't even think, like, a lot of young men just don't know what the fuck's going on, man. They don't know what they are. It's just like, the cause of that, though, it's hard to say. I'd say it's mostly the left pushing this, right? I'd say it's the media, it's the news, it's just what they're feeding us. I'm 22. I grew up with a bunch of this shit trying to be shoved down my throat, you know? And I'm sure it's fucked me up in plenty of ways, but I still have a head on my shoulders. Everyone's not so mentally strong. If Hezbollah is a terror organization, America's the top terrorist. Gotta be a terror. Nope. Oh my god. America. You know, Hassan, do something about it. That's where I'm at, bro. Like, you guys say all this shit, but you will continue to do business with the US. You would never see me doing business with any of these places, even if, like, they offered, like, some crazy amount. If you genuinely believe this, why do you try and leech so much money from, listen, it's fucking midnight here, okay? Why do you try to leech so much fucking money from our country? Why are you on a platform run by America? Why do you use shit made by Americans? Like, why are you so embroiled in our politics? You're so obsessed with us. You want to be us, but you will never be. You don't understand what it means to be American. You don't know what it means to be a US citizen. You just don't know what, like, it actually means because you're not one of us. You don't even have the heart for it, bro. You literally don't. It's just, like, so fucking cringe. America is the top tier. Do something about it. Do something. If you really believe this, fucking do something.
Party, dude. What the Oh my god, well, Hezbollah is a terrorist organization. Dog, if Hezbollah is a terrorist organization, then America is the top terrorist organization. Which it is, by the way. America is the top.
Yeah. Okay, we take in the most legal and illegal immigrants on the entire fucking planet. What has Turkey done for the world? Again, just simple questions. What do you guys do? What do you do? Like, this whole obsession, if you really believe that way, come do something about it. I invite you, do something about it. Come on. Like, if you have, like, such strong words, this is why I talk about cowards. If you really believe this, go ahead, go join. Go join the fight. Go help your brothers and sisters, my brother. Go help them. But you won't, because you don't believe, you either don't believe what you're saying or you're a fucking pussy. And I think both are true, unironically. I don't have a single American friend. Terrorist. This is one of the, like, 2 I saw. On April 11th, 1996, the Israeli enemy sought to sow the seeds of division between Hezbollah and the Lebanese nation through committing massacre. If Israel wasn't there, you'd be killing each other. Son of Hamas said that. Terrorists, yeah. Figured. It had dates and shit. Bit more than what Twitch personnel can provide. Leftists preach and foam at the mouth at the thought of a revolution happening in America. But as soon as it happens in the Middle East, what they're doing is wrong. Wait. Leftists preach and foam at the mouth at the thought of revolution happening. But as soon as it happens in the Middle East. No, because what the fuck? This is Frogan? Am I crazy, or are all the leftists the ones supporting this? Is she retarded? What the fuck is she talking about? So you're saying it's the right who's supporting? I'm so confused, bro. I'm pretty sure the left are doing a pretty good job supporting the actions of actual terror organizations. I think the left is doing just a fine job, Frogan. Okay, you don't need to convince them. They're doing an absolute fine job. Hamas is not simply used. I thought because of how much that didn't make sense, it would have been a terrorist. Hamas is not simply used as justification for whatever action Israel wants to take. Death and destruction in Gaza is the funniest. Hamas is not. Well, yeah, that's their government. Just stupid. Like, this is literally their government. So you always say America and the U.S., so it's America's fault. But when people say the same thing, like it's Gaza's fault. Oh, no. It's Hamas. It's Hamas. This is their fucking government. You think when the U.S. government bombs places, the U.S. citizens get a pass? From who? Not from the people who did 9/11. Yet you say we deserve that. So what the fuck game are we playing? Either we're responsible for the governments we vote in or fucking not. Like, what is this double, like this two-sided coin? I believe the U.S., when our government fucks up, is 100% the fault of the American people. I don't play this fucking game where, oh, it was the government, it wasn't us. Yeah, but we fucking went out and you dumbasses voted. And unfortunately, we did a bad job at convincing you it was the wrong fucking vote. And now this is what happened. I think we all have fucking responsibility for what is going on in the U.S., for what's going on, because we had the chance to vote for Donald Trump, who was working on the Abraham Accords, and that completely fell apart because we voted in people who are not fit to be in office. That's what happened. So I think we are partially at fault because we had a peaceful solution, but obviously 90% of the fault goes with the two countries fucking fighting each other like idiots. Like, it's just. But in terms of this is just like dumb as fuck. It's justification. Yeah, it's their fucking government. This isn't some random group that came out of nowhere. This represents the fucking people. That's what a government does. Especially when you have one that's voted in. This isn't North Korea with a fucking supreme leader. These motherfuckers voted. Like, what are you talking about, bro? This isn't Russia where they make votes and then everybody who goes against Putin disappears mysteriously. This is, I'm sure that happens now, but like these people voted for these representatives of them. So obviously what their government does is an arm. It's an outreach of the citizens. That's just how it fucking works. Why are we pretending like people have no connection to their government? Oh, it's not their fault. But the U.S. never gets that fucking, we never get that benefit of the doubt. Never. You have never seen any of these people give the U.S. the benefit of the fucking doubt. He literally said we deserve 9/11 where a bunch of innocent people died. It wasn't politicians. It wasn't people who, it wasn't generals. It wasn't people who do any of the shit that he complains about. There's a bunch of civilians, but we deserve that. But now that a terror organization was voted into power, now it's not the citizens' fault. Get the fuck out of here, pussy ass. Oh man, he's so fucking dumb, man. Like, it's the craziest shit that you can be this fucking stupid and that you have so many followers who will just like mindlessly take that in. Like, it's just crazy to me. We are against the American system, not against its people. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Guess what? American system is literally its people, like I was just talking about. The only solution is a Palestinian state from the root. These niggas say the same shit, bro. They say the same shit. This is like, I guarantee you can find this very similar quote to this. But I guarantee, I've seen this like just posted from random people who aren't even from there. United States should be held responsible at the end of the day for 9/11 the same way that Israel should be. People say Israel should be responsible. What the fuck? So I'm so confused, bro. Is Denim trying? Israel should be held responsible. Okay. I don't even want to watch the video. Like, Denims is just like it's crazy because like you hear about how much smarter women are growing up, and like y'all really just be proving us wrong, bro. Sometimes, like, you famous ones, man. Y'all really just be trying lately. Between her and Kamala, I don't even fucking know, man. Israel is an illegitimate state of Minnesota land. Is that Twitch? No, but they say the same shit. Same thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's literally the exact same shit has been said, I guarantee. Illegitimate state. My whole thing is, if you can't protect your land, you don't own it. You're borrowing it. Israel has clearly proven they can protect it, so it's their fucking land. I mean, I dare someone to come try to take my house, you know? Like, October 7th was a retaliation for an article. This Twitch, yeah, Hassan. Man, he has a lot of common with terror groups, you know? He has a lot of common. Ah, man. At least they have the balls to fight for what they believe in, though. At least they have the balls. I can respect that, at least. Like, yeah, you're wrong, but, like, a lot of you have died for it. This man? Nah. He wouldn't die to end, like, the worst atrocities that we've ever done. He wouldn't. He wouldn't die to end anything like that. This is a self-serving piece of shit, dog shit of a human being who's nothing but a fucking coward. The American people should remember that they pay taxes to their government, they elect their president, their government manufactures arms and gives them to Israel using the massacre Palestinians. Oh, you mean like the Palestinians pay their taxes to their government, they elected their leaders, they elected their government, the government used money they were given to manufacture arms. That's not manufacture arms and gives them to themselves to commit atrocities on Israel. Like they do, it's almost like they voted for their own governments and their governments are attacking Israel. It's almost like you guys are saying the same shit. It's almost like it applies to both places. Like, yes, the government is fucking responsible for its people. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? Look, Hassan, even your fucking father agrees, bro. Like, your daddy agrees with what I'm saying. That the government is the people. Except he's trying to frame it in that it only works for one side because he's a fucking terrorist. But if you literally think for 2 seconds, you're like, hey, wait, can't that same thing be said about the other side? Maybe you guys are like biased and that's why you're terrorists, because you can't even think broadly outside of your hatred. Like, even your father's saying it, Hassan, you gotta wake up. The truth is that after several decades of neoliberalism, the rich are becoming increasingly richer while the poor are becoming more numerous and increasingly poor. Actually, we are. This Twitch? No. Well, Fidel Castro, that's because you did that to your own people, you fucking idiot. But in terms of, literally did that to your, what the fuck? Anyway, in terms of us, we are living, the chart for poor and like in absolute poverty, the percentage of people in that has gone down drastically over the years. So it's just not true. From a statistical point, this is like just not true. A lot of people try to say that. Think about how many rich YouTubers you guys know. There are more millionaires now than ever in history, and it is easier than it has ever been. I want you guys to really consider the fact like how easy it is to make money compared to back in the day. It's either backbreaking labor or you're born into a good family. Those were the only two choices. Nowadays, it is not that black and white, and there are way less dirt poor people than there ever has been in history of humankind, of any society. Just not true. Like, straight up a lie. And I support terror so long as it is against the United States government and against Israel, because you are more than terror. You are one. I'm trying to say the word as little as possible. I doubt this is gonna pop up on a feed at this point. YouTube is definitely flagging the shit out of this. You're the one who invented terror and using it every day. You are lying, but this has to be a terror. Bro, this was way too extreme. That was way too extreme, bro. They're all extreme, but that one was so like blatant. America, we have 13 remaining. Let's grind through this. I need to get some sleep. Alright, America will never dream of security unless we have it in the reality. Wait. America will never dream of security unless we will have it in reality in Palestine. Yeah. Well, we have security. I don't really worry about bombs being dropped on my head, so, you no longer exist. So, W. There are no innocents in an invasion. All of those who colonize other people's land share guilt. It's Twitch. No. Other people's land. All those who colonize other people. Interesting. I wonder what makes land somebody's to these people. Because if, again, my whole take on it is if you can't defend the land, you don't have it. And if your allies can't help you defend it, you don't have it. It's that simple. That's the harsh reality of existing. America has done nothing for you specifically with all its imperial bounty. America has done nothing for you. Nothing for who?
With the reality that America has done nothing for you, specifically with all of its imperial bounty, so you can think, oh yeah, we can roll over one of the poorest countries on the fucking planet. Good. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations, dumbass. You did it. You're still a pathetic loser who's not going to be able to pay rent. Your boss is going to...
Yeah, that's cool. Do something about it, bitch. Fucking do something. I dare you, pussy ass. Fucking hate him, bro. Just stupid. Just dumb as fuck. It's our territorial bounty, and we're gonna enforce it until you stop doing shit. No, that's not funny. Bro, the whole thing with this dude and his, like, terrorism and, like, his stupid ideology. It's like I said before, go fucking fight for one of these countries. Congratulations, you rolled over a poor country. Guarantee we can do the same shit to your country. So what the fuck you talking about? The U.S. is not this... Oh, it's this levitating force of evil that just bombs everyone. We have literal hundreds of allies. We have our ally list goes for fucking miles, bro. What are you talking about? The U.S. isn't out here just taking over everyone's land. Do you think we couldn't? Like, do you actually think if we wanted to, we couldn't just go and take over, like, 90% of the Middle East? Do you really think that's impossible for us? The question is, why would we do that? Like, this whole idea that we're just, like, mindless monsters is so goofy to me. Like, oh, you destroy one of the most poor countries. It's like, you think we can't destroy countries that aren't poor? Do you actually think that? Do you think we got influence over the entire planet from doing nothing, from being weak? I don't think that's how that works. It's so weird, man. It's like this desperation to, like, try to put down us and all of our accomplishments. Most of the most important inventions came from the US and our mindset. The most important shit that's ever happened on this planet has come out of the US, damn near. Every single bit of it. We have made advancements in every fucking field. We make more advancements in the medical field than any other country. We make insane technological advancements every fucking year. And we have for the past like 100, 200 years, bro. Like, I don't understand this like incessant need to hate on the US. Like, any of your backwater fucking countries are doing anything, Hassan? What has your country done? Can you even fill out your fingers naming things that people actually benefited from? And it's like, if you can't even improve your own country, how about you fix your own fucking house, fix your own room, fix your own life before you come criticizing a nation for things you can't even comprehend. Like, you can't even like admit to yourself that the US is an overall net positive for the world and has been a immense reason we are in the technological era that we are currently in. We as a people have made some amazing strides for humanity as a whole, which is something he cannot say about his own people. And I think it's all jealousy, personally. If Israel had a bubble to prevent fallout from going into their country, they would have already nuked Gaza. No. Mike from I love this because what they have now, they could have like just, I'll be honest, they could have ended everyone in Gaza by now, if that's really their goal. I don't think you guys understand what kind of munitions like they have. Again, you can Google this stuff. It's not hard to find. If they wanted to, they could have just wiped all of them out indiscriminately and just like people really think nukes are the only way, which like the lack of knowledge about basic military weaponry in 2024 is crazy, bro. How do you not understand that there are more like devastating weapons, like not more devastating than a fucking nuke, but there are more devastating weapons than there were 100 years ago, 80 years ago. You can wipe out a population without a nuke. Like, this is not hard. This is something that you would just like have to commit to. It can happen over a weekend if you really wanted it to. Like, you could just do like bombing runs endlessly that level like blocks and blocks completely. Like, people just, please just look up what kind of weapons the Israeli government has. And if this was really their goal, what would have happened? Like, this whole idea you need a nuke. If there was a nuke, they would do this. It's like, well, they don't need the nuke. They don't need it to achieve what you're assuming they want. Free Palestine from the river to the sea means Palestinians no longer live in an apartheid state. Occupation is used. Heavy garage. Yes, Twitch. No, what it means is we want to kill every Jewish person. This is literally what it means. We've seen terrorists say this for fucking years. That's what this means. That there's no illusion that this means anything else. I don't understand this. This is what it means. Freedom. It means equality. It's not occupation. You don't own the land. If you can't beat my ass for my fucking house, you don't own it, bro. Like, if you live in a government that doesn't allow that, you don't own it. Like, that's not how land works. You don't get to own shit because people 100 years ago owned it. That's not how property or land works. I don't understand this whole thought process. Like, well, their ancestors had it. It's like, okay, cool. Tell their ancestors to write a formal complaint to the district attorney. Human Rights Watch is biased towards the Zionist occupation. It's Twitch, yeah. Bad Bunny. Banned permanently on Twitch. Tragic. Before it dies, Israel must be humiliated. I knew this kind of fucking delusion. Like, if you just look at the numbers and what's happening, I don't think they're the ones dying. And the fact that you guys, so many countries in that region are jumping them, and they are getting reverse jumped is the craziest part, man. There's so few Jews compared to the amount of Muslims. Like, it's actually insane. and the amount of Arabs, like, it's not even close, and they are getting fucking stomped. At that point, how can you say they don't deserve to be where they are? For its own good, America should leave. Ooh. Can't comment on this one. Can't tell you guys. Terrorists. Yeah. Okay. I tell you, freedom and human rights in America are doomed. The U.S. government will lead the American people and the West in general to unbearable hell and a choking. I thought I did this one. I swear I did this one. Am I going crazy? Speak truth to the Palestinian perspective to defeat the Zionists. No, Bad Bunny again. Oh, brother. Those who elected Hamas Palestine did so on the basis of its political platform. Tanks, drones, and snipers against a decapitated man wielding a stick. The perfect visual representation of this war. Cowards operate in the world's most advanced military. Wait, what was the last one? Jesus Christ. I mean, I got most of them right. Sneak. You say that, why don't you go fight, bro? Go fight. And this is stupid. You aren't saying that. What happened when they attacked all of those unarmed people on October 7th? You remember that? They weren't armed. Those people at the festival? How many weapons did they have? They literally had nothing in their hands. But shot them dead. Interesting. But that's it. As you can see, the overlap is insane. Finished the quiz. Pretty close, you know. That was not close. It's hard, man. It's actually really hard. The overlap is fucking insane for this. I didn't expect it to be that difficult. But, yeah. It's super interesting. I also think it's so weird for people to take the side of terrorists when they actively tried and did harm several of our own citizens and all of these attacks that we've talked about today. It's really interesting. But none of these cowards would ever join a military fighting force. None of them would ever fight for their home, let alone someplace across the sea. And it makes me wonder, like, why would I care about your opinion? Like, terrorists are concerning because they typically sacrifice quite a bit, whether it's their own people or themselves, for their causes, right? That's what makes them terrifying. These guys are fucking clowns. Like, these Twitch ones are clowns, because you think Hassan would ever sacrifice anything for the greater good? Like, actually? Like, the actual greater good. Let alone anything radical, right? Like, he wouldn't. He wouldn't sacrifice anything. It's just kind of comical. And I think that's a good determination of whether or not you should, like, take people serious. It's like, well, the U.S. itself has proven that it will fight for freedom. So when we speak about it, it is a serious thing. We are actively the least discriminatory place on planet Earth. People may want to say that's not true. I mean, why are these other places not taking in as many immigrants as us? And I'm talking about legal and illegal. So more people are, with how dog shit our immigration thing is, our system, we are still taking in more immigrants than everywhere else. So it's super interesting. We are extremely diverse. We have some cities with like insane diversity, like New York, and it's just, the U.S. at least bare minimum lives up to the basic shit we preach, which is freedom, acceptance, all this good shit, right? But these places can't even figure out how to not kill a bunch of other people without getting their own people completely slaughtered. Like, these places are complete shitholes. They have nothing redeeming about them. They provide nothing to the world. All they do is start wars that they never win. Literally never win. They just start war after war after war, and then they play the victim. It's like, okay, you guys are gonna keep fucking around, and then one day you're gonna find out from a country or from a leader of one of these countries you're always at war with, that has had fucking enough and decides to wipe you off the fucking face of the earth, move in and take all your shit. Like, this is gonna happen eventually. You keep poking the fucking tiger's tail, and it's gonna fucking pounce, okay? Or lion's tail, whatever the fuck the quote is. Like, eventually something's gonna happen, and we're seeing like a very small portion of what Israel can do if it's pushed enough. But let something like October 7th happen again. What do you expect to happen? Like, now that you've learned that they're not going to just accept you attacking their people, let this happen again. What do you think is going to happen to the rest of the Palestinians in Gaza? Do you think they'll have sympathy left? You think that's the way to fight for freedom? That's not how you fight for freedom. It's just not. It just doesn't work. It didn't work for my people. Yeah, here I am, free as can be. It's crazy. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Are you an avid Hassan supporter? If so, how many times were you dropped on your head as a kid? And what country are you from? Because I doubt you're even from the fucking US, but got plenty to say. Or are you a lover of freedom? Let me know. Peace.